today from the WASP chairman, Jeff Hardman. I'll read it out. Not going to read out every single word for word, but I kind of take the key points out of what he's said. Obviously, as we all know, kind of 12 months or so ago, we've only got consent from North Somerset for the piece of land behind the boathouse area. We are just clarifying kind of in and around the wording of the consents. There's a few questions that we've got around it. We are clarifying that at the moment with North Somerset. And obviously, once that's kind of done, we can then kind of come back. Obviously, there were a number of plans, obviously, last year. One, to kind of get moving a bit more than they kind of planned. Unfortunately, due to what happened with COVID, obviously, things have kind of been slightly delayed, out of their control, unfortunately. However, there's 3 companies that have expressed an interest in building the skate park, slash wheels park, slash pump track if we can get one in. So the tender document has been drafted. It's ready to go in draft form. There will be a WASP meeting in the coming weeks to just agree this, and then the tender, all being well, will be issued on or around the 19th of February with a 6-week lead time for these companies to kind of come back to WASP with their intention. Do they still wish to seriously be considered in the tender process, and do they wish to tender for the work? Obviously to put the skate park in. The plan then, as long as that kind of all comes back, it'll be around consultation with residents of the town, particularly the residents and businesses in the area. Dig deeper into that, see what they all want a bit more, which will be done in conjunction with whichever company gets the work effectively. And the plan ultimately is obviously then to start the fundraising, and with a plan, the big plan of kind of by mid-September this year to get concrete in the ground. We need to get moving on this thing. We've had the consent for a year. So I'll say a few things around that, but ultimately the goal is to get concrete in the ground this year is the plan. So watch this space. We are moving with it, but it's been a bit of a slow process, unfortunately. Obviously, whenever we get a number of comments from kind of various residents that I've responded to them accordingly, which we're trying to work with everybody, keep everybody in the loop as best we can. Unfortunately, it's just been a bit slow going. That's it from that. Tanya, your hand popped up.
Yeah, Ben, is it possible that Jeff or you or somebody could update the social media for this skate park, particularly the Facebook page? Over the last kind of 3 or 4 weeks, a couple of people have been asking on there what's happening, and I noticed that nobody's really responded. And I know, we were waiting to hear what's coming up at this meeting, but I think that there's been a suggestion that maybe the whole thing's been shelved. So I wonder whether we can perhaps get some positive information out there.
I'll speak to Jeff and get someone to pop it up. A couple of them people on there who answered that question have actually emailed me directly as well. Okay. So I've actually responded back to them. I'm just kind of waiting a response. One, just to kind of give them a full update, but 2, hopefully see if they want to get involved as well. So I think it's the same 2 people that kind of put it on. One, the WASP group, but also asked a question generally on social media. So like I say, I've been in touch with them, just waiting for a formal response from them. We'll then kind of go back to them with an update of where we're at.
Yeah, no, it'd just be good to have something out there publicly to let people know that it is still happening.
Yeah, no, definitely agree. It's been a frustrating few months, that's for sure. So yeah, pulling my hair out, I haven't got much left of it anyway, as I got pointed out the other week in a meeting.